Hello everyone, it is Cranberries. Welcome to a bit of a reading of the story All Summer in a Day by Ray Bradbury, except that instead of reading that normally, because that would be a bit bland, would it not, we are going to read a version of it that was translated many a time through Google Translate. And so, by the way, the title was translated to Daily in Summer instead of All Summer in a Day, so we're doing good already there. Alright. So, by the way, it's pretty much a very meaningful and kind of dark story to begin with, and this doesn't do it justice at all, and I would suggest you probably read that first before you listen to this, but that's up to you, it doesn't really matter. So, anywho, let us begin. Are you ready? He did. Now? Fast. Scientists know? Will? What is happening today? No. See? Look at each other, and no more than grass. Sun-stroked join. Pair. Days 7 years, hundreds of thousands of oil every day, Uzutro, and rivers of water drums playing with crystal fall of rain and storms, and the poor fellow islands. Thousands ran in the rainforest, 1,000 times growing again, season. Venus is the world, Jenisin, Jisunidka, men and women who are hiding in the world to create a civilization and culture. Enough! Yes, yes! Margot stood in front of them. These children do not remember if the state is in tantrum, and if you can do it. 9 years, and if you wait a day, 7 years ago. It is just past slow hours of sleep, suggesting that shocked the world, and that nothing can. I remember. At night, they have a listen. I know you're dreaming, and coins of a pencil, or yellow or gold, and the size of the purchase. They know what they think. They remember Jazarda face, body, hands and feet, with trembling hands warm. But the battery's still good tailoring. Umbrella, unless danger's no tie so pressed, white below, and vegetable gardens and wood, and dreams. All summer yesterday, the son of your reading classes. Thus, for example, Orange Jehuka Degmist. Write stories or essays or poems. I think this is a place where flowers are just as sunk of it hours. This is Margot, poetry. Read in a quiet residential class, but Jet is out. That's it, no, one young man protested. I said, Margot, I am. William, Rekutiji. But that was yesterday. Zazadges. Free, children crushed in thick and large windows. If Erskoteligus, you're back. You better hurry up, do not miss. They are self. Crazy bikes, all spokeswoman Karen. Margot. Boj has very strong girls, and if you lost your sight, Indes, Unsarko, rain, washed blue, and instrumenta hair. Caesar Justara white photo album, when you say that is Bilda. Now he just stood there, at the cold glass, in Sarngo class. What are you looking for, said William. Margot said. When you talk about what you said? And success. However, this does not move on, but just something else. You leave your side and see him. Felt immediately. This is because they do not play games. They are asexual Sugnan underground city. If you have the right to Sahadu understand, Korzara sing for joy in life and to achieve contact with the skin of the song. Only when they write Jasokhane and Windows Widani Somali son. Then, of course, it is that they are criminals Bilna Jakhovnichi. But it is here that from Earth in Pontins, Ajarkal, in Ebo, Ohio, were 4 of them. And my whole life in Venus, when she was 2 years old, and Nazadin neck, and colored long forgotten, and where they are. But Margot remembered. It's like a penny, he said. His eyes are closed. No, not yet, Will's. It's like a light, he said, during the incident. This fall, do you not remember? Who does lost? But remember, stood silently watching all those without rollers. And a month ago, Jesselo felt under the main page, and you in your ears, hands and a good Dutch krickelvolde. This is pesky bad, because they have to be different. It is different, and far away. You said that your father and Mother Earth and John J. year is more important for him to do it, even if it means the loss of millions of dollars per household. Impact so, kids and big and small and all of these reasons. You hate it. Beer and ice, while quietly waiting, and only in the future, if possible. Get out, encouraging others. Why wait? Then, for the first time, if you are willing to look for it, what are you waiting? Well, I can do not stay here, Grace Little. Do you want? New twitched. No, he shouted. It's a mess, is it not? Is for children. If this does not happen, is that true? All alone, and then, understanding, laughter, and shook his head. Okay, but this is for you, but, Fakai and Margot, eyes and helpless. But it is Jebedek scientist prognos and know the sun. A miracle. Reckle and Fant you will end tomb. Hey, will you put it in the oven before production? No, said Margot below. They happened to put up a protest and write, and she cried from Tilado and dressing room where they were nahivdenshad. They stood looking at them, beating and shaking the opposition. The herd was Dardagi. Then Smile turned and fled, and returned to Kotu Citadel tunnel. Children, you see at that time. Yes, he said to Shermaz. We're all here. Yes. Weakened. It is filled with a lot of doors. Cancelled. This Jeheffen Majar corners, tornadoes, hurricanes, and increased first group is wrong, and audio hardware, you Jehusbib addition with these points, which are explosive and strengthening storm, and now, film and heat Venahem Justilip, not move or slide shake, additional world. Silence is so great and amazing you'd think your ears are full or completely lost hearing. Children, put your hands over your ears. You can only wait. Noise heard Samvirat open Injavajov waiting quietly came into the world. West is clear. This bronze, Jabardov, burned and was very nice. Enabo belonged to blue tiles. Sunfire in jungle, kids, publishing, help, scream spring. Now, do not go far, said the teacher later. You have only 2 hours, you know, and if you do not want to stop. But again, the actor in the sky, feeling his cheeks like a hot iron, which has its hands in the jacket and the sun. It is this light solar Janab bully. Is it not? Very, very good. Complex run in the woods and covered Venus grow and develop. Because if you do, you will find excellence. This is Bilognez octopus classification. Special weapons, flesh-like hesitation bloom in the spring grass short. Ujabarov gum and ash force for your ears without sleeping. This is Bilobarov stones and white cheeses and ink. Bilobarov moon. Guys, you do have anything. Laugh, mattress, jezogd. Kula how they scream. Productively and safely. Assist in the force, they are loose and fall, have succeeded each other, hide, and tag. But most are a west squinted drop-down menu for them. Their hands on their beautiful yellow and blue. In Pecocta, new air cleaner, listening to the silence and the proper basis. They did everything to taste everything. Later, crazy, like animals escape from their caves. They will help and propagate toxic. It took an hour, and it stops. Then, one of the girls cry for action. Everything is cancelled. The girl, who was standing in the eye, to eat. Well, you see, he said, shaking his head. You slowly open your day. Center Volta 1 raindrops and Billen. You're crying, you're looking at. Attempt to silence sleep. This is it. A bit chilly autumn nose and cheeks and mouth. Group sun light mist. Cold air around. And if you turn a lap in the area, groups of buildings back to you, laughing, you know. Prior to the establishment of new leaves in the wind, they fell one run. Lightning 10 miles, 5 miles away, a mile in pole yards. The sky darkened to hemphasinate flash. They stood at the door of my room underground for some time until there was devastating paralysis. He closed the door. I heard the noise, Alkisel stow in streams, anywhere, anytime. Is it 7 years? Yes, 7. And one of them said, at least Sukoth. Margot. What? This is Vendors, I'm closed. Margot. They stayed, listened exclusively worldwide. They looked at each other and watched. They will now see in the world, but it is not new, overcast slowly. You do not complement each other. They face a great burden. Behold my hands and feet, eyes. Margot, one of the girls said. Oh. Nobody move. Come, he said. Zased petal dikel. Hodalosos slowly. He played in wet weather. Call the leg, body and wind generator in their faces, blue and terrible. Go to the closet. He spoke slowly. Wait. Through silence. You mouth, though slowly, and let Margot. That's the end. That's it. I hope you were thoroughly confused, because I certainly was. I would, of course, suggest reading the story, even if you didn't beforehand. It's a damn good story, but this doesn't know justice. It's quite good. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. Thanks for watching. And I'm Cranberries, and goodbye.